Hey everyone, this is William. Today I'm going to show you some very basic ways to subset your data. I'm also going to show you how to use logical operators within subsetting your data. So this is just a beginner's guide. I'm assuming you have seen some of my previous videos. A little bit about myself. I'm a quantitative analyst, work at a financial institution in Australia. Well, anyway, let's get to it. So just going to open up a new RStudio. So using version 4, just going to create a new script. So we're going to use the diamonds data as an example. So firstly, let's load up. Don't really need to, but this will actually be part 1 out of part 2. Two parts when I get to linear models. So might be useful to have it now. So I have actually saved this in my computer. So let's call in my data. So read.csv. So saved data diamonds.csv. So let's just select all, read. Excellent. So a lot of people, when they are accustomed to using the import dataset and then they go to just typing it out instead, they'll get something like this. So for example, this is actually a factor where it's supposed to be, right now it's actually a character. So I can tell something's already wrong here. So there's actually a little thing here that you can actually, it's called stringsAsFactors. So there's a difference between strings and factors. For example, a factor can be like a 1 or a 0. It can have levels like low, medium, high, male, female, etc. Where strings, for example, are like people's names, where there's a lot of them, they're unique. There's actually no order to them. They don't represent a level or anything. So strings, so that one, and just put, you can put true or T, so just put T, and you can see this is actually changed, where before it was strings, now it's factors. Okay, so I'm just going to look at my data set. So it's just a diamonds data set that comes with ggplot. However, the reason I saved it as CSV so people can actually understand this, because it's really important. So, okay, for example, let's say I want to subset my data in any form. So let's say subset, and let's just say I want to subset it by the diamonds that are less than, okay, let's just do a basic summary actually. Okay, price. Where's price? Okay. So let's just say I'm just curious. I just want to subset my data by anything under, let's just go with 2400. So I'm just going to create a new one, new data is equal, and I'm just going to use the subset. So if you don't know how to use a subset, you could always just go here, question mark, subset, and just type that in. And over here under help, it'll just give you some examples. So yeah, so I just want to look at price. So in here, you actually have to type in. So firstly, you have to type in your object. So your object is actually your data frame. So we called it my data. And we want to subset by price. So this, we're going to use a logical operator. So I believe it is this and 2400. Okay, let's look at our new data sets. As you can see, it's actually less than that. And let's just do a summary. new data. Okay, let's see our price. Okay, so the maximum now is actually 2400. So these are the following operators that you can use. So if you've ever done any kind of programming, they probably look familiar. So that's equal to or greater than. You can also use less than or equal to. You do exactly equal to. There's actually several other ones where, for example, in. This is actually, for example, let's say you want it in. You just want the observations where, for example, the cut is actually fair. Or you can also do where it's not in. So also obviously you can use greater than, less than, and you can do multiple conditions as well. So so you can also do, where is it? And you can also do or, and I believe there's several other ones. So these are the ones I usually mostly use all the time. So let's try in. So actually this is supposed to be that. So how about we try this one? So new data 2, so this is just different data, subset my data. So just going back to the original data set, and let's say I'm just curious about all the diamonds that have the cut called fair. So cut in and type it exactly how it says here. So let's look at that, and let's look at our new data too. So here we can just filter it out. So cut. So is there any there? No. So literally everything is, all of them are fair. So and you can also do not in. So how about let's do 2 conditions, and let's go with the price is less than or equal to. So now we've got 2 different conditions. So he has to be fair, and it also has to be less than or equal to $2,400 in price. So let's see, will there be any? So you can see now it's actually even less, because they have, now there's 2 conditions. So the more conditions you give it, the less and less observations you'll have. So let's just look at our summary of this data set. Okay, so cut, all of them are fair, and also we're looking at price, so less than or equal to 2,400. So you can continue subsetting your data in that form. So let's look at another one. Okay, I think that really covers most of them. There's many types of operators that you can use and combinations of them. But anyway, these are part 1 out of 2 parts to do how to do a simple linear regression. So hopefully you watch my next video. Thank you, this is William, and I'll see you next time.